And we are back, but still with the same very unstable connection. That's not a very good commercial for internet provider tonight. So my apologies for the poor quality. Just running in technical issues, and I don't think I will be able to solve them at this time of the night. But let's see how things go. The sky is clearing slowly, and on occasion I can see a little bit of green. Maybe it's a good moment to turn the camera around to show you the northern sky. As you can see, we do have some stars over there. Do we have any green? That's the question. It was there some minutes ago. Well, we can keep an eye on the sky for a short while. And the main goal was to show you the beautiful moon halo tonight. And yes, I am back. I don't know for how long because of the slow internet connection tonight. Out of my control, unfortunately. Good evening, Sarah. And the solar wind conditions are not amazing, but promising for maybe the next hour. Now my network is showing green, so for now at least it should be working a little bit better. And while we are waiting for the northern lights, I think that we can take a look to the beautiful moon halo again. What a special view of this moon halo right above the cottages of Aurora Holidays here in Utsjoki, in the far north of Finnish Lapland. Of course, I'm also going to take a still photo of this. And I see that the halo is fading a little bit because the clouds are also moving away. So that's good news for our aurora goal. And Pieta, good, what is it, morning to you. And Yami, good evening. We have Kei as well, hello. Very nice. Full halo around the moon. And we have Denise, good evening to you, nice to see you again. And it looks like the halo is fading away a little bit, and it would be good to see some northern lights somewhere around here. Of course, we are keeping an eye on both sides of the sky. And as you can see, we still have the beautiful gazebo here on the river shore. So when we are waiting for the northern lights here in Utsjoki, we can stay warm in this beautiful gazebo. And now we are looking again at the frozen Tinno River. I don't see much green now in this nearly full moon light. So yes, if you are wondering, this is the full moon almost, and with all the white snow. This means everything is so bright I can probably even read here under the moonlight. And the weather is very strange. Not even a week ago it was almost, I think, -40 here, Celsius here in Utsjoki. And right now it's just around 0, maybe -1. And it was even almost kind of raining earlier this evening, so not really the best weather, and definitely not the kind of weather you are expecting at the end of February. And I can see more and more stars here, and it's really hard to spot, but I think there is some very faint aurora stretching across the sky. And Sarah, yes, the snow is reflecting everything. The white area you can see at the bottom of the image is the frozen Tenno River. And we are here in Utsjoki, in the far north of Finnish Lapland, just across the border with Norway. Actually, the other side of the river is already in Norway. And you could almost walk there, but that would be highly illegal in these COVID times. So I am staying safely on the Finnish side. And now I'm looking back, and the halo has almost totally disappeared. And we are enjoying the beautiful scenery of the Tenno River. It is 11:15 in the evening here in Utsjoki. The moon is shining bright. And this winter wonderland is beautifully reflecting everything. Bonsoir Françoise. Et bonsoir les francophones. Donc nous sommes à Utsjoki, dans le grand nord de la Laponie finlandaise. Et on attend les aurores boréales. Il y a une éclaircie qui se profile. And here we have some green right in the center of the image. So we do have the Northern Lights right in front of us. I'm not going to lie to you, it's quite hard to spot to the naked eye because of the moonlight, but I do see it, and if it gets stronger then it's very possible to overpower the moonshine. So you can see it here right in the middle of the image. You can see a beautiful arch, and it's getting more visible also to the naked eye when the clouds are moving away, so it's still quite challenging though. And fading away. And the haze is coming back, so it's really difficult to see anything. But with the haze being back, this also means that the halo is coming back. As you can see, well, I have to say that the halo was the main reason that I launched this stream tonight. And I know that the halo is not so rare in the way that you can see it everywhere in the world. But as I was saying before, if you just joined us, we are seeing less halos here than Northern Lights. And Teresa, no, I absolutely cannot sing, and you will not make me sing. Françoise, oui, c'est la Lune, et c'est un halo autour de la Lune qui est créé par les nuages de très haute altitude. And Teresa, it's been very faint, so it's okay for not seeing it. It was a very thin strip of green through the clouds, and I could also myself barely see it. A song and a dance. Well, you can vote as much as you want. I think you'd need to bring me a really nice bottle of whiskey first and then vote, and then maybe I could consider doing something like that. Good evening, Christina. Hope you're doing well. And the halo is fading again. And Ella is voting for green. So yes, I vote for green too. Well, vote away, vote away. Well, these high altitude clouds make it quite difficult to see the northern lights if they appear, especially with the moon. But I have seen also on full moon nights some really exceptional northern lights. So when they get strong enough, which is fairly frequent here, then you often see them as well in these conditions. And now the solar wind is turning again in a favorable way. So we are going to stay together for a little while longer because the sky is kind of okay. I mean, we see enough stars. And Ella, no, I cannot sing, and I will most definitely not sing. Dancing, no, no dancing. uh, yeah, I don't think parties are also possible. We can have a socially distanced party. So we are still watching the moon and some clouds slowly passing in front of the moon above the beautiful cottages here at Aurora Holidays. And we have Doru here. Good morning to you. I think you're in Japan. Happy to have you here. And indeed, a beautiful moon halo. If you scroll back a little bit, you will see the halo even more clearly. But then, of course, don't forget to come back live. Well, a snow angel, I can certainly do one of those days. But maybe on a day when it's a little bit colder, then the snow doesn't stick everywhere. So let's take a look what's happening elsewhere in the sky. You can see we have many stars and many clouds. And the biggest gap is around here right now. And that's quite okay because that's where the northern lights are starting pretty often. And we can see more stars. We can see quite a big gap here. And we have quite good solar wind. Of course, it's never instantaneous, and sometimes, I think last time we streamed a few days ago, everybody was so excited about the solar wind, and not much happened, and sometimes it's the other way around. No good solar wind at all, and then we get some exceptional northern lights. And Teresa, I hope that you are able to go soon. Yeah, I hope that these lockdowns are lifted soon. And today the Finnish government has actually tightened up the lockdown. Actually, there was barely any lockdown internally, at least. But starting on the 8th of March, in many regions, restaurants and bars will have to close until the 28th, if I remember well. And don't ask me why they announce a measure today and that it will take them 1.5 weeks to implement. And well, I think the COVID is quite limited here in Finland, but they are very scared of the English variant of the virus, which they say is spreading really fast. And so they are taking all these additional measures. Bonsoir Anne-Marie et bienvenue à Utsjoki en distance avec nous. And for everybody who just joined, we are here in Utsjoki in the far north of Finnish Lapland, and we are looking in the northern direction. We're on the shore of the Tenno River. You can see Norway across the river. Those hills that you can see there are in Norway. Et pour les francophones, nous sommes à Utsjoki, dans le grand nord de la Laponie finlandaise, sur la rive de la rivière Tenno. Et on regarde vers le nord là, et vous pouvez voir les collines qui sont en face de la caméra sont déjà en Norvège. Donc on est tout à la frontière. Then good night, the doctor. Take care, stay safe. It's just before midnight, quarter to midnight here, 15 minutes before midnight. And we are waiting for the Northern Lights. And it looks like more clouds are coming our way. Which also means that the halo became a little bit more visible again. Beautiful moon halo here above the cottages. And Pieta is asking where Tina is. She's had a long week with guests and guiding and cooking, so she's sleeping, I think. It's just me tonight. So I can see only more and more clouds coming here, and I need to check something. Yes, look at this. I thought that this is a cloud first, but it is not a cloud. We have the northern lights, and they are green and dancing, and I can even see that to the naked eye. Beautiful northern lights. And this time actually really visible to the naked eye. Maybe a little bit less green than what you see on the camera, but I can definitely see it. Look at this, shooting straight up. Now we are looking vertically straight up to the northern lights, and if I do this, you can see that even the moon cannot beat the beautiful northern lights. Isn't it what I was saying a little bit earlier? Wow. That's really beautiful. I hope you can all see it. And it's time to share this view with your friends if you're not doing it already. The more viewer, the happier I get. And mind you that we are watching here the southern direction, so the northern lights are pretty nice. What a beauty. It's not super strong or super fast, but you can definitely see it. And it was totally worth it to stay here and to watch this together. Now you can see the beautiful cottages of Aurora Holidays under the Northern Lights. And we are starting to even get some action now. Nice. And this bright green band is clearly visible to the naked eye now, and also clearly distinguishable as not being a cloud. And good evening, Isabel. Nice to see you again. And Pamela, good evening. So we did have some beautiful lights tonight again. Despite the challenge of the clouds and the moon. Bonsoir Valérie, ravi de vous avoir sur ce live, sur ce direct à partir d'Utsjoki. Now the northern lights have faded and clouds are taking over that part of the sky. And we have the moon here. And I don't know how much you can see on your screens, but there is now a bright ring around the moon and a kind of rainbow specter further around. It's probably not visible really well with the YouTube compression, but this is a word that we don't like, but it's a corona around the moon. So no halo anymore, but a moon corona. And I will, unfortunately, not able to zoom with the lenses that I have here. So if you look closely, you can see the rings of colors all around the moon. Yes, Peter, this is the good kind of corona indeed. And on this beautiful view of the moon and with the nice auroras that we have seen, I think I'm going to call it a night. And we will be waiting for clearer sky and better conditions for our next live stream. And of course, soon the moon is going to start fading and we are getting darker nights again. So make sure to follow me on YouTube. I'm going to be posting more and more videos over there about life here in Lapland. And make sure to also follow the YouTube page of Aurora Holidays. We do have a 24/7 feed of the Tenor River and the sky. So if I am not live myself, you are able to see everything 24 hours per day. And maybe, who knows, you see some northern lights at 4 o'clock in the morning. So thank you all for following again. Make sure to follow our channels, our pages, and hit those subscription buttons so that you are informed the next time we come live. Good night, Emily. Good night, Pamela. Good night, Ella. And Pieta, good night. Tehi as well. Everybody who I didn't mention, take really good care of yourselves. Stay safe. And good night.